This is a 1-hour class. I'm Nancy, for those of you who don't know me, and we're doing an all levels class, so I'll show you some different variations of things. But we're going to do a practice today for grounding, which I think will come in handy for these days and weeks ahead. If you think about the fact that we're all staying at home, we're sheltering in place, we're quarantined. My favorite is lockdown. Let's just start with a word, one of those words that kind of resonates with you. And again, my favorite word here is, least favorite, I should say, because its meaning is, it's different to other people, but for me, it feels like I'm trapped, that my freedoms have been taken away, I feel trapped inside the body. And what's been really helping quite a bit is to replace that idea with groundedness, you know, being at home, feeling safe at home. So the term grounding then, especially in yoga, we say this a lot about grounding your feet, grounding where you're at. It's a very physical practice. It's about being rooted and firm, just standing your ground. So that just means having patience, holding on. It's first chakra related. So this is our survival instinct. We want to feel that strength inside of us so we can kind of feel the rest of the joy that comes up throughout life. But right now I'm also going to ask you if you can perhaps walk away from the news for a while, maybe get your fix once or twice a day, and control what you can control. You know, things like the news are pretty easy, just turning things off. But also, let's bring our hands together to prayer and just think about all those things that make you feel human and joyful and connected. Things like planning and dreaming and creating, because in many respects, the world has asked us to just hold steady, stay where you are, don't do a thing, and be healthy. But at the same time, it feels like we have lost our connection, even though we're virtually connected. So tune in. So I'm going to send you my heart energy and healthy thinking, good thoughts. Reframe these scary terms or these scary words for you so that you can feel more comfortable at this time. Just remember that we create this choice instead of this reaction. And then let's release our hands. So feeling grounded. I'm sitting on a block right now. I've got my feet on the ground and my knees on the ground. I can lift from here. So it's all part of feeling the planet Earth beneath us. So I'm going to release this block. Now, if you don't have blocks at home, you can use a book, or you don't need a block. You just don't go as far. I'll show you different ways to do things. Also, at the end of class, we're going to use a little support here for under our back. If you have another mat, you can put it under you, or you can roll up a blanket or a towel. So there's not going to be a whole lot of props here. So let's go ahead and lay on the ground. Okay? Lay on the planet Earth here. And bring your hands to your belly and draw the chin just gently towards your chest, back of the head to the ground. And if you like to, stretch out your legs and take a few deep breaths right into the belly, really deep ones. Exhale with an open mouth. Do it a couple of times. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Release your hands and feel all the points in your body that are planted on your mat on the earth. Just feel that connection. Let's turn the knees now. We'll bring the arms gradually out to the side and shift the knees side to side. So you're going to find those little tight edges. It's great to have a grounded practice because you feel the ground and you feel your body. These are the only things that we really ask from that, is to stay connected to your physical self. So notice if you're getting a good stretch, if you're getting nothing, that you're just moving. If so, just bring your knees up and get a little more. You can stretch out this way. And then pretty much use the navel center to lift, knees to the chest, going the opposite direction, a little twisting. And let's hug the knees all the way in. Good. And then move around a little bit. How about on the low back? Let's go clockwise with the knees and then counterclockwise. Good. And stretch your legs all the way up. So you may feel that tailbone kind of rising up. Drop down to the ground. Let it root. Lift up. Look at your toes. Look at your hands and fingers. Wave to your toes. Shake everything out. And then cross your right ankle now. That's my right ankle. Over the ankle and draw your knees apart. And again, we're just going to rock a little bit side to side. Bring your head up. So this is a slow roll. We're coming into a rocking chair roll. All the way up. Reach your arms up. And if you're in for it, go ahead and exhale. Come back. If this is not your thing, just roll to one side and meet you in the seated position. Otherwise, exhale. Come all the way up, lift your arms, and exhale. One more, all the way up.
Put Nancy on the whole time.
Push it up, release. Shoulders, release. 3 times. Shoulders, push down your mat, you guys. Down your mat. So I'm on the block again. You can sit on a pillow or a couple books, or just sit on the sit bones, that's fine. But we want to make some space here into the belly. Bring the shoulders up. Anybody feel kind of crunched? And release your arms all the way down. So bring them up again. No space at all. Just add some tension and then exhale. One more time. Bring it up. And exhale. Bring your arms up.
I don't know how to just get me.
And reach up, look up towards the waist. Move one way. And up. And the other way. Let's exhale as we reach towards the side wall. Inhale up. Get on, get open, but stay grounded. So if you feel like you're lifting up, round yourself. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Open them up. Inhale. Exhale.
Can I ask everyone to mute their...
And inhale. Release your arms. Roll the shoulders. You know what, guys? I'm going to mute everybody. I don't think I did that. So let me go ahead and do that. Stay where you are.
All right, you want to do yoga, buddy? Want the pink man?
Okay, there we go. All right, girls and boys, so if you want to ask a question, you can unmute yourself. You have the power to do that. So going back to our seated position, come into the cross-legged position, and we're going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down a few times once again, up, back, and down. Now reach the arms all the way out wide. So for those of us who are in a very small space, you know, if you're in a smaller house, you have a lot of people there, small apartments, it's hard to feel big and wide and expansive because your body doesn't want to take up that much space. So notice that if you're in that sort of place right now. So get taller here just by reaching up. Take a deep breath, and as we exhale, fold forward now. Just drop your head down. Breathe into the upper back, especially the shoulder blades. Let the breath work all the way down. Lower back, the hips, And then on inhale, slowly come on up, reach up, and have a big seat here. Okay? So I'm taking my block off, having a seat again. I'm gonna do a little Bhastrika breath, which is a forceful exhalation of air, a forceful inhalation of air. We also call it the breath of fire. So as we do this, we exhale, squeeze all the breath out, okay? Add a little squeeze at the bottom, drop the head so we're rounding the spine. That's your exhale. Squeeze out as much as you can. And as we inhale, we want to fill up with air. So it's a little quicker than we're used to, but we're also trying to bring energy up, ignite the first chakra and the second chakra. So let's go ahead and do about 6 breaths this way. Exhale, inhale, 4, 5, and 6. Good, sit for a moment. Enjoy that little bubbly, juicy breath feeling. And let's work around sitting and spinning this little scraping the barrel movement. You can add that Bhastrika breath if you like. As you exhale, come back. And as you inhale, come forward. So you may want to pick the knees up and get a little bit faster, a little bit more dynamic. And then make sure that you're reversing the pattern, going the opposite direction. Notice what your arms are doing. You can bring your arms around with you. Good. And then when you're done, let's inhale, lift all the way up and reach the arms up. And release the arms. Now draw your arms forward now. So come to on all fours here. You can keep the toes on the ground if you'd like. So bend the elbows and then lengthen through the elbows. As we usually do a downward dog, we have the inner crux of the elbows facing outward. Same thing when we're in table pose. Let's inhale and lift up. Okay, so we're just kind of releasing the belly and cow. As we exhale, round the spine. To really press through that lower back as you're doing this. Inhale, lift. And exhale, press. One more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, press. Good. Now draw your knees a little closer together. We're going to reach out through that left leg. So reach it up. Point the toes down. Okay? Not too high. Just down so they're just coming right up. Kind of pretty much parallel to the ground. If you'd like to, lift your right arm up. You might want to look at the thumb as a focus point or down, or you can close the eyes. Take another breath. How about one more? Reach up with the leg and the arm this time. And then as we exhale, bring the hand down, bring the knee down. Keep the toes curled. Let's just exhale back to child's. Inhale, come up to table pose. Draw the knees pretty much together, and then stretch out through the right leg. Lift it up. Notice if it's real high or if it's bent. Just do the best you can. Press out through the back heel, and then reach through through the left arm. You may want to look at the thumb, look down, or at a focus point. And then reach your arm up and leg up just a little bit higher now. Last breath. And then all the way down. Sit back to child's pose and move gently side to side, really reaching out. Notice what would feel nice in this moment. On your next inhale, round up, back to table pose, curl the toes underneath this time. Keep it loose here, downward facing dog, so the knees are bent. Walking the dog a little bit. You may want to even pick up the arms, shake the legs out. Especially if you have a lot of energy or nervous energy or worried energy. Separate the feet, start to pedal them a little bit side to side. Good, and then hold this position wherever you are, knees bent, heels off the ground, doesn't matter. whatever feels like a good stretch for you. So we want to get into all these little patterns of gray matter that may be building inside of us, especially as we sit a lot during the day. And let's walk the feet forward and come up with an inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll come up halfway. Try to bring the back to a neutral spine. Exhale, fold. Move your plank out of your way so it doesn't poke you in the face. Bend the knees and bring the arms to the side. Here we go, lift up. And bring the hands together, prayer position. Drop the shoulders down. Now, you'll feel the shoulders, you'll feel the head, you'll feel the neck. I'd like you to really get into that low body, the feet. Notice if you lift your toes up, or are the toes in alignment? Okay. Something moved out to the side. Steady yourself. Okay. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel the big toe, the little toe. Feel the heel. Okay. Roll the shoulders back. Come forward to the mat. Tune into your breath. Bring your arms all the way up with inhale. And as we exhale, we'll fold forward. Bend the knees where you need to. Drop your head. Touch the floor or come into this a half monkey pose where the hands are either right below the knees or above the knees. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees again. Inhale, rise on up. So you're going to feel that breath lifting you all the way up. That's actually earth energy. So breathe all the way up the legs. Inhale up. Look up, exhale. Fold it forward, drop the head, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. We're going to send the left leg back into a high lunge. And as we sing in yoga class, high lunge, how are you? Take a breath. Lift your hips up. Exhale, out the back heel. Do it again. Inhale up. Exhale, out the back heel. Set the back knee down now. You feel a stretch in through the quadricep and the inner left thigh. Perfect. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, release the shoulders. And we're going to push off with the back knee, with the back toes, bend the back knee. Step forward, drop the head. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold it forward. Come all the way up. Reach up. Send that energy right into your heart. Good. If you feel tingly, if you feel warmth, if you feel energy moving around, that means the yoga is working for you. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Drop the head. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Right leg steps back into high lunge. High lunge. Inhale up. Hips up. Exhale. Send that breath up to the back heel. Inhale, rise on up, fill up. Exhale to the earth. One more. Inhale up. Exhale. Drop the back knee down and rise up now. Hands together. Exhale, fold. Push off with the back toes. Step forward. This time we're going to keep the knees pretty bent. Okay. Stay light. Okay. Don't stiffen up. If you feel like you really want to get a deep stretch here, go ahead and keep the legs stretched out. So knees are straight. But notice that. Notice what your choice is when you do these poses. We're going to interlace the hands behind us and reach the arms up. And first, press the knuckles all the way up to the sky. So we want to stretch out to the heart center and then drop the head. And moving side to side. This is left to right. Feeling that pull here towards the earth. And then releasing the arms all the way down. Come up halfway. Breathe into the low back, into the kidney areas. Exhale. Step back now. We're going to come to down dog. Okay? So you can pedal the feet and you can keep pedaling the feet if you'd like to throughout this practice today. or just draw the heels down, draw the head down. We want the practice to be productive. We want to be focused. Let this be a meditation in motion. Keep your mind on your body and your breath. On your inhale, come forward to plank. Now, if this is too much, plank has a lot of our body, right? Especially into the navel center. But if it's too much, just drop the knees down. This will help save your shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Good again. Inhale to plank. I'm going to hold the plank. Exhale. Down dog. One more. Inhale, round up. And then exhale, lower the knees down, toenails down. Lower yourself down. Back of the hands to the ground, forehead to the ground. Inhale, come on up. Locust pose. If strong backs here, you can lift the legs. Or keep the legs on the ground. Exhale. Inhale, top half of the body, maybe the legs as well. Flex the feet out. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Draw the hands right at the mid-chest. Lift gently up onto the knees first. And then reach the knees up. Pointed plank. Flip over the feet. Good. Okay, right leg. Look at your right knee. Hello, right knee. Bring it towards the heart center. Lower the knee down to touch. Exhale. Hello, right knee. Inhale, bring it in. One more. Now step the right foot forward between the hands. Here we go. We're back in this high lunge again. And this time, I'm coming from high lunge to crescent lunge. Bend the back leg. Slowly lift up. Get your balance. So if you feel a little wobbly, separate your feet a little bit more. So find that experience here. Really plug into that back foot. Knee is over the ankle. Lift the arms up. Good. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Bring the arms up. You're welcome to interlace your hands here. Bring your arms separate. Prayer position. Hands to hips. Back heel to the ground. Let's lift once again. This is warrior one. So back heel is grounded. Just going to reach up, look up, throat center open. And as we exhale, drop your head all the way down. Move your left foot in line with the left heel in line with the right heel. And build yourself into a warrior two. Stretch your arms straight out. Very nice. Palms up, palms down. There's that space that we're taking up again. Thumbs up. Reach out. A-okay at the moment. Good. Press into it. And press your feet away from you. So take up, again, more space. Maybe stretch your mat all the way out. Warrior two. Look at the second finger of that right hand. Good. Lift the muscles of the arms. Maybe you're in A-OK position. Close your eyes for another breath. And then stretch your right leg towards straight. So we're going to come into a little baby triangle. Bring the right hand to the outside of the right leg. Left arm up. Good. I hope you feel some kind of opening into the ribs on the left side. Good. Feel free to kind of walk forward here towards that right leg or just straight down, reaching the fingertips towards the ground. For those of you who want to use a block here, just put a block behind you and reach down, look up, center, or down. Just gotta keep the front side of the body as open as we can. And then finally release. Bend into the right knee. This is the triangle leg. Left hand comes down. We're gonna come back into this high lunge. And for this one, I would turn around. This is a high lunge twist. Okay? And If you have a lot of flexibility or some opening here into that right side, you're going to come to the knife edge of that right foot, knife edge of the left foot even. Lift the arm up. And perhaps even circle around, lifting up and exhaling. Lifting up and exhaling. One more up and exhale. Plant your feet to the ground. We're going to draw this back leg in. Okay, you just draw it in and have a seat. Right knee is up. Hope you all make it to the ground. The right knee is up. I'm going to take the left arm and kind of wrap it around. This is going to be a twist. So you can bring your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. And just grab the knee. Lift your right arm up, palm and back of you, thumb pointed away, fingertips down. Feel that as part of your foundation and your lift. You never want to do one of these. You want to lift from the earth. And on your exhale, start to squeeze from the base of the spine. Shoulder blade into the back. Look over the shoulder. This is right shoulder. And now look center. Look over left shoulder. And we'll release. Untie your legs. We're going to come onto the elbows. And make sure that the legs are just about parallel to the ground. We're going to kick out and bring it in. Knee in, exhale. Kick right out through the heel. If you want to keep these Vastrika breaths going, you can. Otherwise, just a deep exhale. A few more. This is for heat. Navel center, burning off some of the worry and tension and uncomfortable feeling that we have in the body right now. Kick it out, kick it out, kick it out, kick it out. Good. Cross your ankles over each other. Flip over your knees here. Just come on up, downward facing dog, pedal the feet, and move side to side. Anytime you need a child's pose, if you're tired, you want to rest, just drop down to child's pose. You can catch up with us anytime. So come on up, back to down dog. Separate your feet this time. Good. Pull back, drop the head. So we're going to walk the hands in. Grab the right hand. Grab the right hand. There's the right hand. And bring it to the left leg. Outer leg or the ankle. And you can move the left arm in front of you, up or all the way around, a little half bind. Send the right elbow towards the ground, and then look to the left in a doggy twist. And then release. Straighten out the spine. Opposite direction, left hand to the right leg, ankle, or the foot. These are fine. Elbow towards the ground. You can keep your right hand here. Look underneath the right arm, or you can lift the arm up and then add a little twist. Looking up, center, down, closing the eyes. Your choice, yogi's choice. Release the arm all the way down. And let's walk the hand up to plank position. Inhale to plank. Exhale to dog. Inhale, plank. Slowly lower down chaturanga or drop the knees. Come up to cobra, unsupported cobra, or maybe a little bit more challenging. So stretch through the upper body here and through the belly. Exhale down. Do this one more time. Inhale up. Fill yourself up with air, and light, and energy. Exhale down. Good. Inhale up just a bit. Lift the knees. Turn over the feet. And now left leg. Hello, left knee. Now it's our time to say hello to your left knee. Bring your left knee towards the heart center, towards the head. Lower the knee down. Exhale. Bring it in. Inhale. Let it touch the ground. Exhale. 2 more times. Step your left foot forward into high lunge. Bending into the back leg. Let's walk it up. So feel yourself kind of creeping up, lifting up, reaching the arms up. Good, bend the knee so that you can kind of feel that expansion into the left leg. Arms up, exhale. Just the back leg up. Straighten it out. Use your fierce breath. Blow out what no longer serves you. 1 more. Back heel to the ground. Take a warrior 1. So open up that heart center. Your right hip wants to move this way towards the front. Kind of guide it to move where the left foot's going. But make sure that the knee is aligned with the ankle and the hip. You can even take that back foot and bring it a little bit more, point the toes to the left. Arms all the way up. Or step like that. Shoulder blades into the back. And then let's turn all the way down. Heels in line here. We're going to lift up, so let's windmill the arms all the way up to that warrior 2 position. Hold steady to warrior 2. Notice that this back arm is lost energy. This is your past. This is your future. Look at the second finger. Second finger on the left arm reach. You might want to do a thumbs up. Close the eyes for 2 breaths. Plugging in through the ground. And then stretch your left leg straight with this little baby triangle. Left hand can come to the thigh, right arm up. Important not to let the shoulder come all the way here. Draw the shoulder blade down. And feel free to kind of walk your hand down to the ground. You may want to use a block here. Some of you may want to touch the ankle. Many different ways to get there. And then slowly bring the arm down. We're going to come into this high lunge twist. I'm going to turn around. High lunge twist with the left foot in front. Right hand down. Now you may want to kind of come to the knife edge of that left leg, left foot, maybe the right foot as well. Lifting the left arm up. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Again, inhale up, and exhale down. Plant your foot to the ground, draw your back foot forward. So I'm just going to drag it forward. Have a seat so my left knee is on top. This is too much for you, by the way. Just bring it in front. These are fun. Make your own adjustments here. This is the fun. We really get to learn our body this way. Okay, so check yourself out. Make sure you're rooted. If you're reaching forward here and dropping yourself down into this catcher's mitt, build yourself up from the ground. Right arm is going to wrap the left knee, left arm up. Feel the stretch. Feel that pull from the left sit bone all the way up to the fingertips. Draw the arm back. Reach it. Fingertips down. Okay, so plug into the earth so you can lift up. Not use the earth to kind of hang out here, but reach, get taller here. So we don't want to get smaller, we want to get bigger. Lift up, move the hips to the left, just very gently. Lower back, look over the shoulder, left shoulder. Every time you exhale, perhaps take a little deeper spin here into the neck, into the shoulders. And then inhale, bring your head center. Let's look the opposite direction. And release. Nice job, everybody. Stretch your legs all the way out. Give them a good attaboy. Little slap or a thank you. Always like to show appreciation for things that work, things that still work. We're going to come on down to the ground again. Interlace the hands behind the head. Open up the arms. So as you open up your arms, your armpits are open, your heart center is lifted. It's a natural feeling. So notice that feeling first. And it feels good, keep doing it. We're going to add on to what we were doing before. We were kicking out. So you can keep your head on the ground as we do this. Okay, kicking out from the heels, or add these little yogi bicycles, touching elbow, opposite elbow to opposite knee, picking up the one side of the body, one side of the back, and then the other. So keep going here. Keep breathing. Again, very exhale-oriented, very heat-oriented. Let's do 6 more. One more each side, and then release. Soften your belly. Breathe right into the hands. To release any tension here or too much heat, we have built up a lot of strength. Okay. So we want to send this heat and this energy to all parts of our body, to all the different systems in our body, not just here in this navel center. So we lift into bridge, press up. So you can interlace your hands underneath you if you like. Get a little deeper stretch. Don't move the head. The hip points are in line with the knees. Press up through the thighs. Breathe deeply into the navel center. Fill up with air. Feeling your connection at the base of the bridge, that's the feet, to the shoulders and the head. Nice little bridge of energy underneath us. And then release those arms. So let them come out to the side. Move your knees side to side. Nice job. Now bring the knees all the way in. We're going to come up again. All the way up. And this time we're going to do these wonderful little holding exercises that'll help open up the lungs, and they're very good for staying calm and strong. So the first one has us on our feet. Imagine that. So toes and heels are lined up. You can turn the toes a little bit depending how your body feels. Sometimes we want them at 45 degrees. Sometimes we want them at 44 degrees. Right now, I'm just going to ask you, bring your feet up. Just face forward pretty much. You can use a block here, if you like. Okay. The idea is not to drive ourselves too hard. We just want something productive that we can feel the body changing. Okay. So as you exhale, simply taking this forward bend here, a wide leg forward bend. You can draw your fingertips to the ground or on a block, or interlace your hands behind you and lift up. Lift the arms all the way up and exhale. Just let the head hang. Take several breaths into the places where you feel the most amount of action or stretch or sensation. Plug in through the knife edges of both feet. And then slowly release the arms. We're going to come up halfway. So breathe into the upper back as well as you do this. Right hand comes down now. We're taking twists. If you like to use a block, you can bring it right under, pretty much underneath your nose. Right hand down. Inhale the left arm up. We're not turning the feet or the legs. You're just feeling the neck and the upper back. So turn your palm now. You can take this half bind. Maybe bring the front of the hand behind you, or grab a hold of the thigh. This is the right thigh. And we'll push back just a little bit with the torso. Look down towards the fingertips. Now close the eyes. And 2 more breaths. And then release the arm all the way down. Good. Take another breath. And make sure your mind knows who's boss. Okay, so right now your body is in charge. Your body and your breath. Your mind may want to wander over to 12 other things. Bring your mind right back here. This is the only place that makes any sense. This is the present. So left hand down, either on the ground or on the block. Lift your right arm up. Reach up with fingertips. Okay, but whatever you're doing, plug yourself in. Remember this energy of grounding, of survival, breathing, of getting expansive and feeling freedom in the body. And then reach back, maybe turn the hand down and take a half bind. Up, center, or down. And then release the hand down. Shake your head all the way out. Move side to side here in this little lunge position. And then walk the feet in. Come on down to the knees. And if you'd like to, you can have a seat on a block or sit on the toes. And it's a nice way to stretch out the feet. Roll the shoulders back a few times. So, have this little squatting position. Reach your arms all the way out once again. Okay. Remind yourself to drop the shoulders. You're going to take the right elbow inside the left elbow for eagle arms. Wrap those arms around. If you can't get your hands together, you can't quite get all this together, just reach back this way. And just take a good stretch into the right side. You've got your hands together, give yourself an applause here, a round of clapping together. Lift up and down. Again, up. Notice where you feel that stretch. Down. Maybe in through the neck. Last one, up. Hold this, look up towards the fingers. And then close your eyes. Open up the throat. Reach up a little bit more. And as we exhale, round the spine, release the arms. Good. If you're still on your toes and you want a little break here, keep your feet on the ground. Other side, reach it up, open again. Left elbow inside the right one. Bring the hands together. Inhale up. Exhale down. Up. Lift the head and down. Up. And hold it here. Keep the breath open. Keep everything lifted. Plugging in, but reaching up through the fingertips. Feeling that left shoulder blade react for a moment. Now, just settle it down. Breathe into it. Add some space there. Share the energy with the right side of the back. And then exhale. Release it down. Draw your arms in all the way down. So reach your toes if you're sitting on your toes. Good. Shake out your wrists. Good. Roll the wrists around. And from here, we're going to come forward into the dolphin position. So you can either hold your dolphin up out of the water, as we say, or let the dolphin swim, where we go up and down. So we're going to bring the elbows, sounds very mystical. We're going to bring the elbows underneath the shoulders this way. Fingertips are spread out. And lift up now. So it's an elbow dog. So this is our dolphin. We want to reach all the way up, the knees bent as far, and you can walk the feet in a little bit more. Okay. So if your head is dropped to the ground, see if you can reach it up by pressing your weight into the forearms, not into the shoulders, and kind kind of crashing in, lift up. And as we inhale or exhale, doesn't really matter, we're going to come forward into this elbow plank. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. So let's change the breath. Let's inhale or exhale here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And then release the knees. Draw the forehead to the ground and come into child's pose. So your arms may want to stay in front, your arms may want to come back. If you want a deeper stretch, bring the toes together and draw the heart center now towards the floor, all the way down. Good. We're staying here for 2 more breaths. Good. And slowly walk yourself all the way up, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Good. One more pose, and then we're going to take a reclining butterfly, and we can use that for our resting pose, or just hang out there for a couple minutes. So our last pose is going to be a back bend. It is the bow, actually. So I'm going to ask you to come into, just try one more downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward. Good. You can drop the knees down. Grab a hold of the left ankle. If you can't get the ankle, just reach back, or if you can get the pant leg, that's all good. Good. Same thing here. If you can get involved, if not, just reach. Okay. Forehead to the ground, flex the feet, line the toes up, knees are coming straight back. Good. And then just lift the head for a moment. Flex the feet, lift the left leg up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Good. Right leg up. Exhale, down. One more each side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Okay, one more for the row. This is our rock and roll version. So lift up, both sides up. And if you want to rock and roll, add a little rock and roll here, back and forth. But make sure that you're doing this with breath. And then you release. Woo. When you're ready to, bring your head over to one side. And feel the magic from that bow, which is so good for our respiratory system. Also gives us a good massage. Bend the knees here, and we're just going to move them side to side, releasing the back. Good. So roll over to one side, come to seated. We're going to set up here for reclining butterfly. If you have a block or a couple blocks you can use along the spine, or even better, if you have another mat, get your mat out, or use a blanket or a towel. I have another mat here, which I like to use. So I'm just going to take this reclining supported butterfly. It's such a wonderful opener here for our breath, our belly, our legs. So grab a hold of your mat or your towel, just bring it to right where you're seated, right at the low back, and then start to lower yourself down. Hopefully your head will still be supported. If not, if you have a longer torso, then either grab another block or a book or a towel and make sure that your head is supported. And have a rest. So you can bring the hands out by your sides. Let the fingers curl up. You can bring the hands to the inner thighs. Just give your whole body to the ground at this moment. Feel yourself opening and lifting. Shoulders remain soft and open, breath is deep. Just notice what comes up. At any time, if you'd like to release these props from beneath you, go ahead and do so. We're going to spend a few minutes on our backs. And feel free to stay here in butterfly as we do this. Or you can stretch the legs out. Any of these are fine. So as you feel yourself take this pose, we know that Shavasana is not something that we just get into. And here we are in Shavasana. This is a state of mind. We let old useless habits die off. We let old ways die off. We let anything that no longer serves us die off. We let this worry that we woke up with today die off. And we are here in this moment together, breathing, releasing, feeling healthy lungs, a healthy body. Also noticing tight edges that are always part of this human experience. So soften your face, your neck, your throat, your torso, your back completely. Elbows, the arms, the fingertips, and the legs release. So feel the ground beneath you, supporting you, loving you, and breathing with you. The ground is active with energy. All the flowers and the grass is coming up. Everything is blooming. Feel yourself as part of that. Now gently rock the head from side to side. Wiggle your toes, open and close your hands. Gently open the eyes. Notice the experience of just being back in your surroundings, the outside world. Let's roll over to one side. Hang here for a little bit. And when that inner cue says, hey, it's time to sit up, round up. So use your top arm to help lift you all the way up. And come into a seated position. I'm going to come back onto my block. So we want to make sure that we do not let our mind bully our body into believing that it must carry the burden of all the worries of the world. Okay? We need to remain open and strong and productive, healthy. I'm going to teach you a breathing exercise that you can practice twice a day. It's probably one of the best exercises that I have learned to release stress and tension. And it also helps to put you to sleep. Okay? So you shouldn't feel tired. You should feel calm afterwards. But if you have this underlying anxiety inside of you, really spikes up right before you go to sleep, try this breath. It's called the 4-7-8 breath. And it's really simple. So you inhale for 4. So we inhale, base of the spine, all the way up to the count of 4. Hold that for 7. Count of 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, mental count. And then we exhale through an open mouth for 8. Kind of making a whoosh sound. Okay? We just need 4 breaths. So I'll practice one with you. Okay? I'm going to count with you, and then you can practice 3 more on your own. Okay? So Exhale out completely. And then inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 more on your own. Inhale for 4. And 1 more. Inhale for 4. Hold for 7. Exhale for 8. And then return to normal diaphragmatic breathing. So it's normal to feel a slight shift in consciousness, a pleasant shift. It's normal to feel a little calmer, quieter, and going inside, feeling the breath even now, especially if you're having a difficult time taking a deep breath. And that's one of the things that anxiety does and worry does to us, is very hard to take a full breath. So I do want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a good practice. If you have any questions, please email me at nancy@motivationalyoga.net. That's nancy@motivationalyoga.net. If you have a question right now, you can go ahead and turn on your sound. I do want to tell you how important it is to stand guard at the doorway of your mind. And that's where meditation comes in. Okay? So thank you so much for joining me. It's great to see all of you. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Namaste. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you, guys. It's great to see everybody. I hope to see you in person soon. Really.
It was awesome. Thank you so much for your generosity.
Oh, thanks for coming. I hope to see you soon on one of my walks.
Yes.
Thank you, Nancy. It's so nice to see you.
Thanks, Nancy.
Thanks very much.
Nancy.
See you guys soon.
Thank you for your generous gift. It made me feel so good.
Yes. Yay to all of us. Keep going, everybody.
Thank you, Nancy.
See you soon.